Hey Rebels, today let's talk about the fit. You might think like, really? That is the most important thing you have to talk about? Absolutely. And I'll tell you, this is a question I get from a lot of clients. They're like, the feet are so foundational. I mean, literally. The feet are the foundation of your tower. So if your feet are doing funny business, as I call it, guess what? Your tower might look like the Tower of Pisa, or you might not have good proprioception and awareness of where you're in space. Your balance might be off, and you might start getting into your knees, hips, and then spine. Everything up to your tower will be affected if your feet are off. Why would the feet be off? Maybe you were born with flat arches, or maybe you had bunion surgery, or maybe you had an injury that got you to get your foot out of alignment. So what can you do? You can keep your feet strong and mobile. I mean, those feet, there's so many bones, there's so many muscles in there. They're truly an art form, just like the rest of our body. So today, let's go through a couple of things we can do to keep those feet healthy. You guys ready? This is going to be really simple. Now, I've got this bar. You can get a broom, or you can just use the wall. This is purely for balance, especially if you have any injuries or you're off balance. You want to be careful that you do not fall. Yes. So from here, super easy exercise. You're going to stay with feet parallel forward, maybe a tad bit turn to the outside, not too far out. And you're going to get even weight between the ball of the foot and the heel. As we stand, your heel, the weight is centered onto the heel, and the ball of the foot has even weight, so that we're not rolling up or we're not rolling in, because you can see what happens to my knees when I roll up and when I roll in, and then that's going to affect, as I said, the rest of the tower. So we're going to lift up those heels as far as you can, as long as you can stay balanced onto the balls of the feet. The minute you start rolling out or in, that is where you stop. Ready? And this, you can just put a finger, or if you don't need one, you don't even need to use it. Nice and tall. You're going, and you can soften the knees just a little bit so you do not lock the knees. You're going to lift up, and you're going to come back down. And you're going to lift up, and you're going to come back down. As far as you can, nothing else moves, and you come back down. And let's do 3 more. It should actually feel really good. Now, if you have immobility or if you have an injury, your range of motion might be really slow, and that is okay. You follow your body and you meet it where it is, so it can get stronger. Look at that, I just lied. We'll do 1 more. And up. Can you commit to doing that? I give this type of exercises, especially to clients with any kind of injury or elderly people. Very important to keep those feet mobile, all right? So that is one exercise that you can do. Another one, which is great for the feet, and I've taken a towel, and it is better if you do this on hardwoods, and it is actually better if you do this with no socks, because you can get really those feet mobile. So you're going to stand up or sit down nice and tall. Ideally, you would not be so high up. You don't want to slouch forward or slouch back. Nice and tall. Of course, core is engaged. You're going to spread your toes, and now you're going to wrinkle that towel. I'm on carpet, so my towel is really not wrinkling. But you're going to wrinkle those toes, and actually, it is great if you do that with your fingers as well. And then, other way, you're going to stretch that towel out. What you want to make sure is that you don't move just your big toes, but you move all of the toes, and then you're going to do it again. In, and you're going to feel tons of circulation, and out. You might even get crampy if you have weak muscles. We are creating circulation. We are awakening those feet. Let's do it 1 more time. Wrinkle it in. Yes. And you don't have to do the hands, but you can. And then stretch it out. And if you're on hardwood, you can really wrinkle that towel in. Yes. All right. Now, do you feel that circulation happening in your feet? Hopefully you do, okay? So, 2 super light exercises that you can do to keep those feet nice and functional. Functionality is key, especially as we age. We want to be able to walk, stand tall, play games, play with the grandkids, you know, hike, run, whatever it is that you do. You want to stay active, and those feet are key for staying young.